Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your November reading for 2025, or whenever you watch this. Listen, I feel like readings are timeless. When you find them or when they find you, that's when you need to hear them. But today is Sunday, November 2nd, 2025. It's 2:30 p.m. And we're going to film your reading to see what Spirit wants you to know for this month. Be sure to go with what you know. Okay, don't make anything fit. Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong. That would not be beneficial for you. Use your intuition first and foremost above anything that I say. Okay, I love and respect you guys, and I appreciate your support. But I want you to always know that listening to your intuition, even if you respect what I say and you agree with what I say, listening to your intuition first is going to help you navigate through situations that could present themselves to be a hindrance in your life. Okay. You guys be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Thank you so much for being here. I felt the need to say share this with someone who you feel like needs to hear it. So I don't know. This may be a message coming through in your message that is connected to someone else around you. And sometimes that's how it works. Right. And you know, because of the association that you have with the person, Spirit might be giving the message to you to relay it to someone else. Okay. You can be somebody's guardian angel. All right. Capricorn. Very interesting. If you would like to book a reading or check out any of my services, because I offer other services besides readings, be sure to click the link of my website below. Okay, get in the comments. Let me know if it resonates, you guys. But let's see for Capricorn, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God. Ooh, you may want to go watch a Taurus reading. I don't know, child. That Taurus reading was too much for me. Anyway, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, for Capricorn. In November, what is it that you want or need them to know when it comes to this month? What is it that you want or need them to know? Creativity and sad man. Okay. So there could be a man that's sad, and that's where they pull their creativity from, or they use their emotions and alchemize them into some form of creative expression. Okay. Happiness. Look, happiness, sad man, and risk. All right. So some of you guys could have a sad man around you, and you may get these messages may be having to do with something going on with this man and as to why he's sad. But I feel like this month overall, you guys are happy. You have a lot of happiness rushing in. It's like it's a waterfall. It's a forceful energy as well. It's, you know, an emotion of happiness, joy. There's a rainbow there, right? You may have some Pisces in your chart, but there's a lot of joy that you're experiencing. It's like overflowing. It's kind of like, oh, you're overcome with happiness. It feels like tears of joy that just flow out of you because you just can't control the evacuation of your tear ducts. That's what it feels like. But who is this wet fucking blanket? Okay, I'm sorry. I know it could be serious. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe you're happy because somebody's sad, or somebody is sad because you're happy. That's probably more like it. For those of you who are elevated watching this, because that's who I strive to connect with. All right. Also, if you're cross-watching, do it at your own risk. More than likely, if you have a bad Capricorn or a negative Capricorn in your life, in your opinion, it's not the people watching this video. So, tranquilo, por favor. Okay? This is some type of leap of faith or risk that you could be taking. It's like you're jumping off this waterfall, not literally, metaphorically, when it comes to expressing your creativity. And I feel like it's making someone upset. You're the first person I feel like who's gotten 2 cards right there in that position, Capricorn. So maybe you're an innovator as well. You could be the first person to do something, or the first person to win something, accomplish something, the first person that something happens to. Okay. Trendsetter, pioneer, innovator, whatever you want to call it. You could be first. And that could be where a lot of the aggression or apprehension comes from other people. Because you are that way. But overall, the month looks happy. But I feel like someone is upset that you're happy. But there could be also a fluctuation of your emotions. And when you tap more into your emotions and you tap more into like that solar plexus chakra, the sacral chakra, the heart chakra, when you're channeling and creating your art, I feel like it could be risky. There are people who aren't going to understand, but I also feel like, where there's risk, there's the opportunity for reward. I don't condone gambling though, because that's gotten out of control, especially with these apps. Somebody could be a gambler. Okay. And somebody could be trying to get you to take a risk or a creative risk. And it could be a gamble. I don't know. Just be mindful of the risks you take this month and who you take them with. Because some of them are good risks, or they will be lucrative for you. Some of them are unnecessary. Okay? That's what I'll say. What else for Capricorn? Ciao. What else for Capricorn, Spirit? Ciao. I don't like when the energy be coming out sloppy. Spirit, what else for Capricorn in the month of November? Thank you. My boo. Okay. Official status, exclusive relationship, seeing each other openly. Okay. Ooh, lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught cheating, betrayal. And harmony, balance, peace, and happiness. So if you caught your partner, your husband, your wife, your baby mama, your daddy, your baby daddy, your daddy. Some of y'all have a father figure who's very sad because your mama caught him cheating years ago, and there's evidence, maybe through a child, and some type of peace or harmony is being regained in that situation, either when it comes to how it affected you as a child in that situation, or how it affected your family, which could, overflow to you. There's something weird with that, okay? Because I didn't mean to say that. Some of you may have caught your own spouse, partner, ex-partner in an infidelity situation or a betrayal, cheating situation, and there was evidence, and now you're finally making peace with it. It doesn't mean this person is still in your life. It just means you're making peace with some type of betrayal that happened between you and someone who was close to you, right? So if your dad cheated on your mom, that's a betrayal for you too. In a way, like some people may consider it that way. What is going on? What else for Capricorn, Spirit? I also feel like if it's not like romantic or involving relationships, there could just be evidence that someone is fake, phony, that they cheat the system, that they try to get over on people, that they are a bamboozler, a hoodwinker. They're a scoundrel. They're a shady business person. What the fuck? Okay, what else for Capricorn? I've been sitting here trying to figure it out. Judication. All right, that came out in the Taurus reading, which was heavily laced with illegal activity, child. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay? If you're dealing with any, justice system situations, you may want to watch that reading. I don't know, because you may not, because it was a little heavy. We have unexpected income, 27. Judication is a 30. And thief which came out in the Taurus reading 24, but it came out in this deck. It was at the bottom of the deck. 27 is a 9, 24 is a 6. 30 is also possibly a 3. Okay. So someone is receiving some type of unexpected income, possibly through some type of court case or legal situation that is rectifying or balancing out some type of cheating, betrayal, infidelity, or theft. And someone had an accomplice, and it was like a diversion. Somebody used a diversion or a distraction to carry out this theft. It could be gambling. I don't know. I don't involve myself in criminal activity, so I have no idea what this is or what it could be talking about. But I feel like with the adjudication and the balance card, happiness is also on the harmony card. Harmony, balance, peace, happiness, creativity. You know, like there's some type of balance, peace, happiness, order being brought to a situation. That was out of order. Somebody could have been out of order, or there could have been something that was out of order, like a machine that was out of order, but maybe it was still taking people's money, or it was out of order because it was taking people's money and it wasn't delivering a product. Bitch. What's coming to mind is those people who get on social media and say that somebody ran out on the service, ran off on the plug twice. Okay, what else for Capricorn, November? Distraction. I'm telling you, that's what this card is talking about, the Thief card. It says just diverting from goals, interference, deterring, hindrance. Somebody's trying to get you off track. But they're upset because you're happy or your creativity is overflowing, and it's like I feel like it's a struggle for somebody to get you off track. So now they have to start taking risks and leaving behind evidence to carry out their goal to distract you, and they're going to be caught. It feels to me. Quality time says attentive, chivalrous, getting to know you, putting in effort, deep connection. So whatever time that someone's putting in, whatever attentiveness or focus that someone is having on you right now it's like an attempt to distract you from what's really going on. Okay. Mirroring, reflection of you, look inside yourself, like attracts like, getting what you give. That's not always true though. I don't always agree with that, right? Just because you attract negative people doesn't mean that you're just like those negative people. Sometimes it means that there's something you need to heal within yourself to realize that you deserve better. Okay. Or it could be a situation where because your light shines brightly, there's just going to be this side effect of negativity attempting to dim your light. Like, I don't always believe that that's true. I feel like somebody wants to distract you from how bright your light is shining, or distract you from how much creativity you have, how much talent you have. It's like they want to distract you by painting a pretty picture when in reality something may not be as good as what somebody is presenting, or something may not be as nice as what somebody's trying to make you think it is. Like, this could be somebody online trying to act like their relationship is so happy and that their person loves them, but really their person is cheating on them behind the scenes, and they're very sad in the relationship, but they want to put on this happy face to make people think that they're all good, but they're really miserable. And whatever times you see them together or whatever they're posting is a distraction from the mirror image of what's going on, which is kind of like an inversion, right? What you see in the mirror is not a true representation of reality, okay? Not all the time. And that's either because of the perception of the person looking into the mirror, or it's because of what the mirror is projecting back at whoever is looking into it. It's kind of like the upside down world. So the opposite of what you see is what's really going on. If you see a situation that looks really bad on the surface, underneath the surface, it may not be as bad as what it seems. If you're looking at a situation that looks really good on the surface, or somebody is presenting you with something that looks really good on the surface, it may not be as good as what they're presenting, because underneath the surface, the opposite of whatever they're saying could be what's going on. Somebody is keeping up appearances because they, for some reason, need to be in a relationship with someone. Oh my God. The Queen of Cups and the Three of Swords. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, also Libra. Feminine energy. This person could be hurting, in a lot of pain. Okay, very disappointed, unhappy, sad with the situation that's going on. Queen of Wands. And the Three of Wands. Aries, Libra. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, possibly Sag or Leo. You have two cards that came out with the Oracle, two cards that came out with the Tarot. I feel like the way someone looks or the way someone presents themselves, like, you wouldn't expect for them to be in this type of situation. You wouldn't expect for their relationship to be going this way. You wouldn't expect for their career to be going this way. You wouldn't expect for their financial system to be set up the way it is, or for their financial circumstances to be what they are. Like, somebody may come across as very attractive, Queen of Wands, very beautiful, Queen of Wands, very confident, Queen of Wands, very gifted, very creative. And those things may be true, but the way they're really living is not the way you would expect them to be living, or what they're dealing with is not what you would expect for them to be dealing with based on their outward appearance, or based on the way they present themselves, or based on the way a situation is presented. This could even be in court. Like, there could be somebody who's receiving some type of unexpected income. They've earned it, but they didn't receive it. They weren't paid properly. They weren't paid adequately. They weren't paid completely for something that they've already done the work for. They weren't properly reciprocated for their time, energy, effort, or work. And legally, now someone is stepping in to rectify this theft and clear up the distraction from justice that was presented. That's what it kind of feels in this situation. It's like a beautiful person who's in an abusive relationship, and you don't know behind closed doors when they, like, you could be dropping this person off at home, your coworkers. There's this beautiful person. I don't care if it's masculine, feminine, man or woman, in the middle. I don't care. You drop this person off at their door. You be like, bye, girl. Bye, man. I'll see you later. Bye, lovely person who I drop off at home. And they're like, bye. And they're happy, smiling. They go in the house, and as soon as they close the door, they get slapped. You get what I'm saying? But you would never think that's what's going on. You expect for them to be getting everything that they deserve. This definitely could be an Aries born in March or April, to be honest with you. It could also be a Pisces born in March, or the number 3 is significant because this 30 is also here on the adjudication card. But you would never expect this person to be dealing with what they're dealing with behind the scenes, because just the way that they look or present themselves, or the way that they carry themselves, the way that they speak, the way that they love other people, they're nurturing, kind, compassionate, loving energy. It's like, this person got to be living in a good situation, or they have to be making good money, or they have to be, experiencing positivity in their life. But no, that is not actually what's going on. And I feel like there's like this weird energy that could be trying to distract people from what's actually going on so that they don't see it. Or like, I don't know. It's like, but there's something with the Queen of Wands as well. There's something about this person's creativity that puts them in a risky situation. It's like their talents, their gifts, their abilities puts them in a risky situation of people who constantly want to take advantage of them, or who constantly want to come in and distract the public from the truth of what's going on for their own benefit, to put this person in a precarious position or put this person at a detriment. It's kind of like counting somebody's pockets, not knowing what's really going on, right? It's like if you have a celebrity or a musician that's in a really bad contract and you see the glitz and the glamour and you think they're doing so well, but really they're being raked over the coals behind the scenes. And they're waiting for some type of justice to be served in the situation. That's crazy, bro. I feel like there could be several people, several of you guys, who either you're in this situation, you know someone in this situation, or you're connected to someone in this situation. That's crazy that I said that at the beginning of this reading. What is this Queen of Cups and the Three of Swords? Seven of Swords. Wow. Distraction, thief, Seven of Swords. That's crazy. This is 10 swords. Somebody being raked over the coals, somebody being stabbed in the back, somebody being betrayed, somebody being unfairly treated, somebody being cheated, somebody being betrayed out of whatever they deserve. I know I said it several times. Aquarius has entered the chat. I'm not saying they're the ones doing it. It could be happening to them. I don't know. Libra is in the chat. Aries is in the chat. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Someone is distracting people from the pain or abuse that they're causing someone who's very beautiful, like inside and out. Like if this person is fine in the face, they're also beautiful and attractive when it comes to their heart and who they are. That's what really makes them beautiful. Okay, the Hermit and the Temperance, Sagittarius, Virgo. Virgo is discovering the snake. Virgo is cutting this shit down. Virgo is finding the information that they need to uncover the guilty parties in this situation. They're the one who is discovering this liar, cheater, thief, deceiver, backstabber, cheater. Or you're going to find out who's been doing this to someone, who's been doing it to you. There's information that you're about to discover about what's been going on behind the scenes, things that you don't know, things that people have been doing maliciously towards you. It's all coming together. And I feel like Spirit is presenting you with this. It's like they're bringing you the information. That's why somebody wants to distract you from the information. That's why a lot of good readers who actually be about their shit and who really know what's going on and we're uncovering the truth, because I do include myself in that group. That's why y'all be stumbling upon us randomly. And you be like, where have you been this whole time? Bitch, we been here. We're just being hidden and shadow banned. You get what I'm saying? They're not pumping us up in the algorithm because what we say threatens the status quo of what they want motherfuckers to believe. Listen. You're finding out. It's coming together. And it's starting to make sense. It could be a Sagittarius feminine energy and Aries feminine energy. I don't know if Leo is as prominent, but possibly. Could also be Aquarius, Virgo. I wanted to say Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's crazy. This is taking a long time too. Somebody's had a lot of patience. Somebody's had a lot of patience waiting for this to be rectified, resolved, made fair, balanced out. Somebody has been waiting a long time for this harmony, this peace, this clarity, this truth to come out. Look, Ace of Swords. Waiting forever. Feels like eternity, lifetimes, eons, bitch. This could be energy that's carrying over from other lifetimes, but I don't necessarily like to talk about that. I feel like it exists, but sometimes people get too lost in the sauce. They think everything is that, and that's not always true. It's just really crazy. It's really crazy. I feel like somebody's been lied on as well. What is that? Ooh, the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's been lied on. It's kind of like somebody who says, oh, you know, Capricorn's not going to have what you need over there. You might as well not even go to their store. Knowing damn well you got exactly what people need. But they're just jealous and they want to try to turn people away by setting this precedent and this reputation that's false about you, that you don't have what people need in your store. It's like somebody saying, oh, Capricorn is crazy. Capricorn's a liar. Capricorn needs to be institutionalized. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist. Disclaimer below. This is the energy that is given out. Oh, Capricorn needs to get on medication. Capricorn has a mental deficiency or a mental imbalance. Capricorn must be bipolar. Capricorn must be this. Or that's what they're saying about whoever this is that they're trying to set this precedent about. Like, this feels like a court case because I'm using like legal words that I don't understand, but I do understand because I'm intelligent, but I'm not qualified to say that it's like whatever it is legally. It's like people are maybe not qualified to give this determination of a person. Like, they're not qualified to say what's going on with a person. They're not qualified to set this reputation of a person. They're not qualified to be advising people on how to treat someone because they're not in the right position, or they don't have the right credentials to be diagnosing somebody. I just feel like it's a scam, like where somebody is trying to make a person look a certain way to benefit their cause and try to set them up to have this reputation or this image of their reputation that doesn't align with who this person really is, for the benefit of whoever this cheater is, this thief, this deceiver, who's upset because someone is happy and creative and takes risks and does things that are, you know, individual and unique and just wants peace. Like, that's so crazy. It's kind of like the mind game, the mirror effect, the spell work that people use to create a mirror inverted situation where they are the bad guy, but they want the bad guy to be the good guy because they know they're the bad guy. So they want the good guy who they're attacking to look like the bad guy, to make them look like the good guy when really they're the fucking bad guy. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Wow. So the only thing that whoever this person did, whoever this beautiful, amazing person is, if it's you, hey boo, I feel you, okay? Whoever this beautiful, amazing person is, the only thing that they did wrong to whoever this is, okay, is accomplish their goals. To have good, healthy relationships, to be self-sufficient, have a home that they live in, have healthy relationships, create balance in their life. The only thing that this person did that created a conflict or competition is them being themselves. Setting a boundary, saying no. That's all they did. This could even be somebody who created a problem in a person's relationship, right? Like with the My Boo card. This could be a harmonious marriage, a happy relationship. This could be somebody who came in and distracted someone from something good that was going on in their life because they're like a nefarious person. This could be somebody who like tried to set your spouse up to make it look like they were a cheater, but they refused the advances of whoever was trying to get them to cheat. This could be a person who got somebody to cheat, or maybe got them drunk, made them inebriated, broke down their barrier of defense when it comes to possibly like, you know, refusing whoever this is advances. Somebody who was part of a setup where they sent someone in because they were working together secretly and wanted to embarrass this person or get evidence on this person to make it seem like somebody's unfaithful. But it's like either the pictures are fake, the evidence is doctored, or it was a setup Because that's what this card talks about too. This is crazy. What the fuck? And it's like, because they did it because they wanted you or someone else to break up. Or they did it because they wanted you not to trust a person. Or they did it because they wanted to ruin somebody's reputation professionally. Like, it feels like that type of situation. What's hidden from Capricorn? Knight of Pentacles wanted to pop out. What's hidden from Capricorn? Knight of Wands, okay. Somebody was moving slow, now they're moving fast. Something was moving slow, now it's speeding up. But you don't know that. Somebody could have been trying to slow down the process of justice, but they're not able to do that anymore because they've run out of money, okay? 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. This is about recognition. This is about building something from scratch, building something from the ground up, putting your blood, sweat, tears, creativity, and talent into whatever it is that you do, being recognized for what you've achieved, getting raises or promotions, having quality work that you produce that is far greater in quality than those of your competition, and being recognized for that, receiving contracts because your work outshines the competition, right? These are all things that maybe you guys have not received, or that have been hidden or prevented from you receiving because someone has been doing something reckless and risky to get people to walk away from you, or to get people to think that they won't be happy with your work. Like, this could be people leaving false negative reviews on Google or on your business page, or, you know, gossiping or making commentary videos about how horrible of a person you are. All these TikTok videos where people say, like, hey, this person didn't give me good service. It's like there are businesses who participate in this bullshit because they don't want to give good customer service, but they're also fucked up people who are customers who create fake reviews about people when that business actually did do a good job. You get what I'm saying? Like, all of this is getting rectified. Because if somebody, this is the thing that people don't understand. And it's very interesting that this is coming out during your reading, Capricorn, because you're usually represented as like the devil card in the deck, which is really ominous. It's super scary. Like, people are like, ew, no. You know, they put the little fingers up and they're like, ew, no. But in reality, like, this is the type of shit that the devil card represents. People don't understand the consequences and the fucking repercussions. Because I had to cuss. I just had to. They don't understand that shit. When they come in and they disrupt someone's livelihood, or they ruin someone's reputation, say you have a family, say you take care of your kids or your spouse, or maybe even your elderly parents, maybe your special needs relatives or children or siblings. You have people who depend on you. You have people who need you. You have people who you support. You have people who spirit, God, source, universe, whoever you pray to, wants you to be able to reach and touch and help change their lives. There are other people who are connected to your destiny. And a goofy, I was about to say a bunch of insults, but I'm not even going to go there. An individual who is ignorant to how this shit works comes in, makes it about them, and thinks that nothing's going to happen to them if they try to ruin your reputation or take you down, or in some way, shape, or form block your ability to carry out, quote unquote, God's work. That is dire. You can literally die from doing that type of shit, especially if you're involving practices that are of a witchcraft type of nature, or spells, mirroring. I'm getting that from that. And you're trying to make it seem like your destiny is this person's destiny, or you want to swap with them, or you want to take their good fortune for yourself for selfish reasons. The consequences are dire. And I don't wish any harm on anyone. I don't condone any violence, negativity. I want to make that clear, crystal clear, for those of you who are going to try to twist my fucking words. But what I'm saying is that you don't go and kick someone while they're down. You don't prevent someone from being able to provide and feed for their children. You don't prevent someone from doing the work that God has ordained them to do, because I swear to God, I mean this with my whole heart. You will get rolled the fuck over. Like you just got hit with a bulldozer, metaphorically. It will not be good. It doesn't matter how long you allow that shit to go on. It doesn't matter how long you think that you've gotten away with it. It doesn't matter how long you feel like, you can do it and then stop when you want to. No. There's a person here who got away with it one too many times, and they're not paying attention, and they've been leaving evidence, and now they're in a position where they're having a problem because something is not working the way it used to work. Something is not happening the way it used to happen. Someone is just not laying down or susceptible to this behavior the way they used to be. And it's causing a problem. I suggest y'all go watch the Taurus reading because that was heavily laced with legal aspects. And with this adjudication card that came out during their reading and the theft card coming out in a different deck, there may be some additional information for you. But when I tell you, somebody was really trying to either get people to stop supporting you, walk away from you, or they were trying to get you to walk away from something that you're really meant to do, that you're good at, that you were called to do because of these actions, because they were angry. They were angry. They were out here reporting your content because they didn't like what you said. They were out here trying to make think pieces and hit pieces about you because they didn't like your opinion. They were out here trying to take food out of your children's mouth or get you locked up and arrested because they didn't like the fact that you said no. Oh, it's about to fucking go down. And I said that shit. Let it be on record. Put that shit on wax, bitch. I said it. That's crazy. You're insane. If you think that you can get away with that type of shit and do that shit and there's not going to be any consequences or fucking repercussions. Hangman. Wow. You see what I'm saying? Wow. Wow. That meme? Okay. Someone has been purposefully trying to get someone caught up, stuck, drain their resources, ice someone out so that they have to use all of their savings and use all their credit cards and, tap into all of their resources so that they have nothing. And so that they're forced to take action that is beneath them or that they should not have to take. Magician, you see what I'm saying? This is the manipulation, and someone's goal with their manipulation is to keep someone stuck and to make them feel like they should not pursue their goals, to try to convince them through sneaky behavior and manipulation that their goals aren't able to be reached or that they should just walk away. But no, I'm telling you, it's not working. Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini energy. This could be happening to someone. Could be happening to you. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn who's doing this to you. So, like I said to everybody else, if you're cross watch at your own risk. You can't be mad at the messenger because I'm just delivering the message. And just because the Capricorn might be doing you dirty doesn't mean the good Capricorn people watching this video are doing you dirty. Okay. So let's all be respectful. Okay. But that's what the fuck is going on. There's negativity that's possible in each sign, but there's also positivity possible in each sign. Each sign in the zodiac can be high vibrational or low vibrational, depending on the free will choices of that individual. And it does not mean that each other individual who has the same sign is exactly the same. Let's grow the fuck up. I'm just saying. Somebody's doing things, taking action behind the scenes to manipulate the circumstances of your work, your job, your profession, your spouse, their job, their work, their profession, your belief of them, how they look in court. They're manipulating things behind the scenes to create a problem because they have a goal to knock someone out the game. Okay. 8 of Swords just popped out when I said that, and the 2 of Pentacles reversed. But now 7 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles reversed. They're afraid, 8 of Swords, because they've dropped the ball. They've dropped the ball or they've run out of money. to be able to keep this witchcraft up or keep this spell work going. They dropped the ball. You don't know that this is what's going on behind the scenes. They can't continue this. If somebody's been paying for someone to do spell work on you, to keep you in a jar, bound, stuck, to bury you, they run out of money. And that's why your energy has possibly been feeling drained. Maybe you felt drained. Maybe you felt financially unstable. A lot of the resources that were supposed to be coming to you, if this is something that you're dealing with, right, have been a lot of the like material, like time, feeling like you're running out of time, feeling like the day goes by so quickly, feeling like, you know, it takes you longer to accomplish something simple that, you know, usually wouldn't take you that long, making it more difficult for you to see answers and tap into your intuition. You know, draining your resources, feeling like your finances are fucked up and you don't know why, because you're trying to take every precaution for them not to be, right? Time, energy, money, effort. If those things have been feeling out of balance, feeling disharmonious or out of whack, imbalanced, it's because your energy has been combating whatever this spell work is, whether it's them speaking negatively about you, them spreading false narratives, them maybe paying for somebody to do spell work, them purchasing materials to do their own spell work. That's where your energy has been going to combat this bullshit, right? But because your energy is so strong and they have to work so hard and spend so much money to keep this going, they've now run out of money. They now dropped the ball. They now have done something where they're about to get caught or walk into their own trap where they can't continue to keep this up. There's something that's having to go. It's having to fall by the wayside. There's a sacrifice that someone is having to make, and they're worried that it's because of the action that they took towards you. And newsflash, bitch, it is. Because they should have left you the fuck alone. And now I feel like your resources with this unexpected income are going to be replenished. Your energy is going to be replenished. Harmony and balance are going to be restored because now that they're going to jail, being in spiritual jail, getting caught, having some type of judgment passed by the public on them, they're not able to continue to pour resources into whatever they've been pouring into in order to keep you stuck. So it's like now all of your energy can be used for like actually propelling you forward. And I feel like you're going to see progress be made. Okay, that's what it feels like to me. 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Burdens. It's difficult. It's a struggle keeping up the illusion when you got to do it by yourself. They've lost their team. They've lost all their friends. People are turning against them. Yeah. You should have left well the fuck enough alone. Whoever I'm talking to, bitch. You know what the fuck you did. Now, for my Capricorns who are in this situation, that's what this person is dealing with. 8 of Swords in their mind. Okay. Listen, this is entertainment. And I am one of the most entertaining people on this here internet. On this here Beyonce's internet, child. I'm telling you. All right. Enjoy the reading. Don't take it too serious. All right. Unless you're the one in the frying pan. Anyway, what is the advice for Capricorn, Spirit? The Hierophant, I almost said the Hermit. Somebody doesn't want you to see how your consistency is paying off. Somebody doesn't want you to see how your commitment is paying off. Somebody doesn't want you to see how far you've come, how much you're learning, how much you've learned. They don't want you to know that you're about to graduate as well. Someone could be trying to prevent you from graduating. I feel like you could also be dealing with an organization or a company of some kind. There could be something happening with the bank or some type of church. I don't know. 6 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So in the past, there was like a consistent burden or a heavy weight on your shoulder, possibly having to do with children or possibly having to do with like, I said something about like your father earlier, like your father might have cheated on your mother or cheated your mother out of something, you know, like just say your father didn't support your mother when it comes to raising you. And it was hard. You had a hard childhood growing up. Or you may have children yourself and you don't have any support from the other parent. It's like there was a heavy burden that was placed on you, but it's like you were still in the process, kind of like being protected or sheltered from it. But it's like you still felt it. It still affected you, right? So if like somebody was coming against you, trying to force you into a certain predicament, you never really kind of fell into that predicament. It never really like touched you the way that this person intended for it to touch you because you were protected. You're anointed. I mean, 6 of Cups and the Hierophant, that's being anointed, in my opinion, right? You take it how you want. But a lot of you guys, Capricorn, were never like, you dealt with it, you experienced it, you witnessed it, you felt the effects of it, but the way that someone intended for it to fuck with you, it didn't do that. Because you had that spiritual protection. You had ancestors watching over you. You had people praying for you. You had archangels guiding your path and blocking you from negativity. So you felt it, but it was never as hot as somebody really wanted it to be for you. And somebody just dropped something in the living room. I'm just saying. Somebody's dropping the ball. They dropped the ball big time. What is this Hierophant? Spirit is wanting you to know that. Your advice is to know that you're protected in a very, very highly effective way, or by a higher power or a higher force. The sun. See what I'm saying? Something about your sun sign. If it's not Capricorn, whatever your sun sign is, Leo energy maybe. Leo, Taurus, Libra. We have the 9 of Swords and the High Priestess, Pisces. Who else came out in this reading? Pisces is over there with the Hangman, child. Gemini came out with the Magician, possibly Scorpio. Aquarius, I said earlier, I think. I don't know how each of these signs are involved, but I feel like there's some involvement. I also said Taurus with the Taurus reading. So there could be a Taurus that's being discovered, like whatever secrets that they're keeping or whatever nefarious behavior that they're doing behind the scenes is being discovered. You could have predicted this. Someone else could have predicted this. There could be somebody who's anxious, nervous, worried, afraid because their actions are catching up to them and they know that they're about to be like exposed. Their secrets are about to come out. Their misgivings and injustices are about to be revealed. And someone's nervous and afraid of the sun shining on whatever they've tried to hide from the past. Because they've been consistently worrisome. They've been consistently forcing or trying to force someone into a position that they weren't meant to be in. I feel like this is crazy because this is happening in November. That Scorpio energy ain't no fucking bitch. I'm telling you. That Scorpio energy ain't no joke. And every time Scorpio season comes around, somehow, some way, shit hits the fan. And I just feel like for a lot of us who've been really feeling like tired and exhausted, and you know, we know that we've been trying to do the right thing, and we know that we really don't want to cause problems for anybody else. We just want to like survive and thrive and be successful and be at peace and be left alone. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. You know, and everybody feels like that to a certain extent, but it's about the way you handle yourself, and it's about what you do to other people, you know? And I feel like there's a lot of individuals in the collective who've been made to look like the bad guy when they're not. And they've been made to look like the guilty party when they're not. I feel like someone is trying to use quality time or some type of good boy, good girl behavior to distract people from the fact that they're mirroring somebody or trying to like jump in their skin and be them and be represented as them when that's not who they really are. I feel like that's what somebody's doing. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm good and I'm this and I'm that. Or I'm the original creator of this, or I'm the one who came up with it first. See? I've been doing it for longer. I have more views. I have more subscribers. But really, they're stealing from the person who they tried to get shadow banned, or they're stealing from the person who they secretly reported their content. Well, if they were really supposed to be doing what they're doing, they would have more views. No, baby, that don't work anymore. Or if they were really the creator of whatever this is, then, you know, they would be recognized for it. No, boo, that don't, You get what I'm saying? Anybody who's trying to make it seem like they're the one who did whatever you did, and they did it first, and you copied them, it's like, that's the distraction. Or like, even in like a personal situation, say you got a deadbeat mom or a deadbeat dad from your childhood. They were trying to convince you your whole childhood that other motherfucker was the problem, but really they were the problem. Or maybe your whole childhood you resented your mom or dad for keeping you away from the other person, and you didn't believe the things that they were saying, but now that you met your other parent and they try to make, you know, whoever raised you look so horrible, you start to connect the dots. And your intuition is like, I don't think I should trust them. I don't know how this is playing out, but it feels like, you know, it's kind of like when I met my dad. He was telling me so many things about how he tried to see me and how he tried to be in my life, and how my mom was just, he don't understand why she was so evil and she didn't want me to see him, and how he left gifts outside of the house one day and she wouldn't let him in and called the police on him. Not realizing that I remember that day. And I remember how it made me feel. And I remember how scared I was. And how angry I was at my mom for so long for keeping me away from my dad. Not realizing when I met him that I would identify and see his behavior towards my mom through his behavior to me. And as a child, being, you know, knowing that he could easily manipulate me because I'm a child, to where he would get on the phone with me and always tell me, oh, I want to see you. I want to see you so bad, and I miss you so much, and I'm going to come and see you soon, but never showing up. Saying that he was fighting for me, but never went to court. You get what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like somebody who wants you to believe so bad, or wants other people to believe so bad, whatever the narrative is that they're spewing, when it's actually false. And however they're trying to present themselves is basically the reality of whoever it is they're trying to keep down. Jesus. What else? Ooh, not rated R. Sexual nature. Things could be happening that are sexual in nature. This could be someone's sexual nature. Ugh. Broken. Something is broken. This could be a heart, a promise, or a situation, or someone's fucking mind. Or their spirit trying to break someone else. It feels like that. It feels like what's hidden is that somebody used all of their resources to break your spirit. To break your mind. To make you go crazy. To make you look insane. To make you feel insane. To make other people question their own judgment of you and believe whatever they were saying. To make you feel so hurt. It's just crazy. And they get off from this shit. They ejaculate to it. It's insane. Deadline. A deadline is approaching. Also, a deadline could be missed. You may want to watch Taurus reading for sure. Protection. It's imperative that you protect yourself at this time. Protect yourself from lovers with low vibrations connected to them. This could be somebody who you're sleeping with, married to, have children with. They just wanted to break your spirit. But they could be missing a deadline, which means that something is done or the spell is broken. The pencil is broken. The clock is broken. So it's like time. Someone's way of communicating probably or possibly. I don't know, child. Something is broken in this situation, but I feel like the spell is broken. Whatever spell someone tried to put on you, they could be using sex magic. I told y'all there's some type of magic going on. 8 of Swords. First of all, the broken energy in these cards, the fucking thief energy, and the mirror. What is this sexual nature and broken? Page of Swords. Somebody's finding out, asking questions, discovering things, looking deeper into it. Yeah, 8 of Wands. 8 of Cups again. Something could be moving forward really quickly. You could be moving forward really quickly, or there could be quick communication coming in about what somebody knows or what somebody found out. Somebody could even be trying to communicate with you about like why you left someone, why you walked away from them. They want to know what you know. Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Yeah. There could be a message coming in. This could be spiritual as well. Like you could feel physically some type of forward progress. 3 of Wands. Someone is expecting or waiting for communication. They're waiting for a message to let them know that something was a success or that a goal was accomplished so that they can celebrate. They're expecting for something to go their way and to move forward. But I feel like they're going to find out that they're not going to get what they want in the situation. And I feel like it's whoever is trying to do harm to another person. I don't know who the fuck it is. I don't care. But that's what the message is. It's like somebody who, I'm telling you, I feel like somebody went to like a practitioner. I rarely say this, but more than likely I've said it before in Capricorn's reading. Go watch the playlist. I have a playlist. I have thousands upon thousands of readings. I have so many videos that it does not make any sense. It does not make any sense. The level of following that I have compared to how much work I put in. And I know I'm a broken record, but I feel like it relates to the energy of this reading in a way where I feel like I need to say this. And I'm not in the business anymore of not saying what's on my mind or not saying what's on my heart. And some of you may have been feeling this way, and the energy of the cards correlates with this. And it's just like, it just does not make any sense for whatever's going on to actually be going. Like, the reality is so warped. It's like y'all are dealing with something that is so fucking laced with Twilight Zone energy. The upside down world energy is so laced with this nefarious, residue from somebody's fucked up behavior that there's no denying what someone has been doing. And I rarely talk about spell work because it is so prevalently overused in this community. But when I tell you this shit is like somebody is waiting for a message to come back. Look at the devil. Look. Somebody is doing something with something or somebody. They're waiting for the news to come back. They're waiting for the sign to come back that they've accomplished their goal, 4 of Wands, so that they can celebrate and rejoice and get fucking drunk and, be loose with their bodies with people and have all of this celebration about getting good news. When it comes to something going their way, remember we saw the 8 of Wands at the bottom with the Page of Swords. Something going their way, something moving forward the way they wanted to, something going along as planned, 7 of Swords. But then they find out and discover, Page of Swords, through their investigation, either watching you, spying on you, or whatever, that whatever this is that they did not work out the way they thought. 8 of Cups. Which the 8 of Cups traditionally is a card of having to make a decision about staying in a situation where you're not going to get what you want or moving on to something better, even though you don't know what that thing is. Go look it up, bro. It's just like crazy to me because that's what it feels like. It's like somebody's being forced to move on unhappily in a situation because they did not get what they expected and they did not get what they wanted because whatever they were trying to accomplish never happened. Either they were scammed. Remember we were talking about the businesses earlier. Either they were scammed by a practitioner who said they were going to do spells and they never did the spells and they just took their money, or they were tricked into believing, maybe through the TikTok algorithm of all these people, that doing this spell wouldn't backfire. But whatever they thought they were going to get from their procuring of services, or whatever they thought that they were going to get from their purchase, is not what they got, or is not what they're about to get. God dang. The longest readings that I've filmed are Pisces, Virgo, and you, Capricorn. So those could be significant energies in this situation, but I just felt like I had to say that. I just feel like your advice is to just please be positive. Please be at peace. Don't let this disrupt your peace. Because I feel like you're anointed, you're protected. You have some type of divine order protecting you. And that's just it. Safety. See what I'm saying? Safety is the foundation of life. Cherish the calm moments. Yeah. You're about to be at peace. And Spirit doesn't want you to risk your happiness or your peace for a situation that isn't worth it. Growth. Growth is a journey. Trust each step. Yeah, so I feel like you're growing and you are evolving and things are changing in your life in a positive way, to where you feel step by step, the steps that you're taking, more safe, more secure, more protected. Yeah, and support. Seek support. You don't have to bear everything alone. I don't know if you need to talk about it. I don't know what that support is, but I feel like wherever you're going to find it first is through your spirit team. So I hope that helped you guys. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe. Good Lord. To continue to catch the vibe. It ain't even fucking dark outside. That's crazy. So somebody is doing this shit in broad daylight. You out here in broad fucking daylight with your ass out. It just don't make no sense. If y'all want to go the extra mile and help your girl out, I work real hard. If you found an extra benefit from this and you want to take it a step further, please consider donating through PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. It is extremely helpful right now. Okay, because the heat is on a lot of us who are actually doing God's work, child, who are actually out here trying to fix shit. The heat is on a lot of us, and it really does help when you donate, okay? But most importantly, like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Get in the comments, engage with the content if it's resonating, you guys. Book your services. I got plenty of services, more than just readings. So I really appreciate all of you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Ciao. Let me go. Bye.